Hello, I'm Pam Carruthers of Healing Stars. This is a chart for the new moon, the 11th of January 2013, this Friday today, for 19 hours 43 minutes set for London. But what you're looking at is the chart with Aries, the red sector, is the first house. So this is a symbolic chart, and Aries naturally governs the first house. So I'm going to be using this throughout the year, so you can get used to the ideas of colours, and hopefully that will help in understanding astrology. Now what we have here is a huge amount of energy in the sign of Capricorn, the royal blue sector at the top of this chart. Venus, Pluto, Mercury, the moon and the sun. And the Mercury has been there since January. It's been there at the beginning of this year, but Venus just moved in on January the 9th. Now, notice down the bottom here, elements. So this is also very, very useful if you know the element of your sun sign and the element of your moon sign. The sun is you, the essence of you. So this chart is very strong in the earth signs. They're way ahead of any other of the elements. So this new moon is a very positive new moon for Capricorns, the royal blue sector, for Taurians, the coral sector, and also Virgo, the olive green sector. The gods are smiling on you at this time. Venus especially, she's the goddess of love, the goddess of beauty, of relationships. But all this Capricorn energy, what it needs is achievement. It needs to be in authority. It requires that we have discipline, structure. And Scorpio is the sign which Saturn at the moment is travelling through, and will be for 2.5 years. So this is over here on the right in this turquoise sector. Now, the very good thing, and I've said it before, is that Saturn is going through Scorpio, which is Pluto's sign, and Capricorn, Pluto is in Capricorn, Saturn's sign. So there is a positive, really good exchange of energy between all this Capricorn energy and Saturn, which is saying discipline, focus, achievement is really possible with this new moon. There is a however, but I'll concentrate on the positive for now. Think of the North Star. Think of Capricorn as the top. Naturally, it's the top of a birth chart, the highest point, the zenith. Think of mountains, and think of that mountain goat, the symbol of Capricorn. And if you've ever watched a goat or goats climb high, you'll notice that they have very thin legs. I have witnessed this, but they are very agile, but they take their time. They don't rush to that top of the mountain. They know it's precarious, but they go high because that's where the tastiest of little roots of little plants are. So just in that same way, that metaphor is powerful of looking at the actual animal symbol. However, the goat, Capricorn, is also the symbol of the sea goat. And apparently the dolphin is connected to Capricorn. So this is the animal, the mammal that goes very, very deep into the sea from the unconscious. And this is a very spiritual connection of Capricorn as a sign. This makes sense to me because Saturn is a planet to do with spirituality. But not many people think of it in that way. But it does test us. So Scorpios, I'm one, we are going to be tested throughout the next 2.5 years. How well we have Saturn in our birth charts, how well we use Saturn natally, that's what the birth chart is, will show up now. Have you built a good foundation in your life? It's a question for all of us, but especially now for Scorpio. Now in the course of the month, Mars moved into Aquarius on December the 26th, on Boxing Day. Very good news for air signs because Mars is the go-ahead planet. So Mars in Aquarius The idea of Aquarius is networks, is groups of people. It's also ideas. It's a mental sign, an air sign, a mental. So networking throughout this month is important. Not easy, I do know this, as Scorpio, because it did make a right angle to Saturn in the course of this week on Monday, as it happened. That is resistance. That is, I don't want to move forward. I've got the brakes on. But Mars now has moved ahead of Saturn. It stays in Aquarius right throughout the month until the 1st of February. Then it will move from this violet sector into the magenta, Pisces energy. It will come up against Neptune and Chiron in turn. However, it is a planet, as I said, a go-ahead. So Pisces get the go-ahead then, and also it helps Scorpios and Cancerians. Jupiter is very key for this new moon. Jupiter is in Gemini, not a sign it's particularly happy in, because Gemini is to do with asking questions. It's very inquisitive. It's who, what, where, and when. It's the journalist. Now, Jupiter will go forward. It's been retrograde. Will go forward on January the 30th. That is good news. However, it's making a difficult aspect to, it's called a sesquiquadrate. Try saying that a few times if you've had a few drinks, with this lunation. Here it is down here, if you can see right down here in this little chart here. Anything in red shows a difficulty. Anything in blue shows a flow of energy. So there is a conflict, a very difficult energy of Jupiter in Gemini can be scattered. Too many ideas, too many big plans. Capricorn wants you to focus, climb one mountain, not the whole mountain range. Same with projects. Keep limiting, disciplining just one. Just stick to one. I know it's not easy, especially if you have strong Gemini tendencies in your own chart, because Geminis are having a good time. They should be having a good time, because Jupiter always brings good luck, good fortune, grace. It's a great benefic, Santa Claus. And it has been helping Geminis since last July, continue to do so until June, July this year. And also it does help Librans and it helps Aquarians, other fellow air signs. But really for the air signs, it's your month next month. This is earth signs. The sun will change sign on January the 19th. So it's 8 days' time. And that starts the trend towards the air signs, towards Aquarius. But for now, it's about focusing and goal setting. Another very good thing to be doing this time of year, because this is new moon. It's actually more like the new beginning of the year. So if you haven't set your intentions, if you haven't put down what you would like this year, what your desires are. Venus is the planet of desire. She's going to be coming up against Pluto. That's a huge amount of deep energy. Pluto is the god of the underworld, but also buried treasure, wealth. So Venus and Pluto together can bring great wealth. Think about that, plutocracy. So if we take our judgments off plutocracy and wealth itself, we're more available to enjoy it for ourselves and to reap the rewards of discipline and structure that Saturn wants to give us at this time. Thank you. There'll be more on my website throughout the month and more also on Facebook. If you haven't joined, I have a Facebook group and I'd love to see you there.